Hey Leo, happy birthday, you guys. The sun entered Leo today. Woo! Man, I can feel your guys' fire. And I have Mars in Leo. You know, Mars in Leo is the only Leo energy that I have. I don't have any houses in Leo or any houses in Aquarius, ironically. But I have Mars in Leo, so I'm very attracted to Leo energy. All my actions are based off of passion in my heart because Mars is the planet of action. So yeah, I do have my Mars in Leo, and I say that because Mars went into Leo a couple days ago. So guys, listen, all these lions out here. Okay, so we have the sun in Leo today. And then the moon will enter Leo tomorrow. Mercury has been in Leo. Mars went into Leo a couple days ago. And I'm sure most of you know, and if you don't, you will know now, that the North Node of Destiny and Karma is in Leo. So, you guys have so much energy. How has that been for you? Is it overwhelming? Can you feel it? I can feel it. All of us. Cancer season was very emotional. It was a very, very, very emotional, watery time. And I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces. I love water, but I was extremely looking forward to this Leo energy. As soon as Mars entered Leo, it just was like a shift in you guys' energy. Just by being you is so positive, and it's just so great. So anyway, I'm doing these videos here in July still because the last videos, for the actual July videos, they wound up getting a lot longer. For after Libra, they got a lot longer. So I wanted to upload a few more messages and, like a 5-10, not a 5-minute video, but like 10-20 minute video. Just getting, some more spirit messages for you, especially you, Leo. I think this is great. We're sitting here, the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Cancer, there's balance in the universe, and there's probably some messages that I can do my best to get across to you guys today. So we're going to just get some messages for all this energy. And for you guys, this is your first house. You guys are going through your solar return. And a solar return is when the sun comes back to the same spot it was in when you were born. So that's all about finding out more about you. Like, you're going to be a year older, you guys. Happy birthday, And I don't know about you, but my birthday is always so intense for me. Like, I can feel like I'm being born again or something like that. So yeah, a lot of intense energy for you guys in the first house of self and the I am. So I want to get some messages just for the end of July. We'll do the August videos sometime in August. But for you, Leo, I definitely wanted to get some more messages out there. So we're just going to take a look here and see what can come out for the sign of Leo. They've got birthdays coming up. All this Leo energy. All this Leo energy for you guys. We got the sun in Leo. The moon will be in Leo. Oh. Ooh, Leo. Leos. You guys. I mean, what else do you expect? It's nothing less than intense right now, right? Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Leos. So of course, the Ace of Water came out first. And you know what? I immediately feel like, the Ace of Water is like cup overfilleth. It's like, oh my God, emotional fulfillment. It's just look at this card. It's this hand coming out of the sky. It's the Ace of Cups. So it's like what you personally have for yourself and what you personally hold value is overfilling. Like, Leo, you guys probably have just so many different options and so many different energy right now, but you're feeling like, hopefully this is a reflection of what you guys feel right now or what's coming in for you towards the end of July and all your season until the middle of August. So this is basically the water of Cancer. It belongs to you guys now that the sun has entered Leo. The sun remembers everything that it just went through in Cancer season. So the cup belongs to you guys now, okay? And whatever you choose to do with this everlasting flow of Ace of Cups, this is on you guys. But there's purity here. This is harmony. This could be psychic energy, but just take a look here, Leo. The cup is overflowing for you. There's a lot of good messages here, though, so I want to make sure I get to them all. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure why, but this card is just strange to me. I do know that it's about work. Okay, so you guys, it might be doing work on self, because I want to relate this a lot to your first house of self. So even going back to the Ace of Cups, like ace is number one. Ace means one, right? Like in cards. So you have the Ace of Cups. So your cups, and it's you. It's about you. Like this Ace of Cups is about you and your personal identification, like yourself. Just the same as this, like, so work on self, right? Maybe you, of course, and if you haven't been yet, Leo, like doing a lot of work on you, but I'm sure you have, because the North Node is in your sign, and that can be a lot of pressure on the North Node, just like Virgo last year. That was a lot of pressure for Virgo. It's almost like trying to fill perfect shoes, but you just have to know that destiny is on your side. So anyway, back to this card here, the Three of Pentacles. There's a man, and it looks like he's working on hanging up. It's like a church, and these people here have a plan for him. They're like, yeah, we want it to look just like this. So this is about taking instructions very well. But Leo, I feel like this is more about taking personal instructions from yourself, working hard, like possibly having the work of three people all in one, right? Because you definitely have the strength to do that. Look at your card showed up. Leo energy definitely showed up in this card. And this is your guys' card, for those of you who don't know, the Strength card. So the lions are definitely coming out to play now. Like, they are courageous, they're proud, they're ready to do what the universe has asked them to do. And in this moment right now, it seems as if that lady is the angelic figure with the infinity around her neck, up above her head. I mean, these are the angels bringing out the Leos right now, and I think that's just beautiful. The sun is coming out, the return of the light. That is what people are calling Leo season this year, is the return of the light. But see, you guys, right after that card is the transformation card. So Leos are going under a major transformation right now. And it's almost like I didn't need the cards to tell me that, but I'm sure happy that they gave me the basis of this, because you guys are going under a major transformation. And it's interesting because the sun can be seen in the back of this card coming out. So and this also, just a little bit aside from the transformation thing, the world has been crazy. Like, look at everything that's going on. We've got people sad and praying and women crying. This card just looks noisy, like, and then you have this death figure or whatever showing up. So I think this is like Leo's energy coming into a very bad situation. Like, that's what's up with the Death card. Is there's a lot of hurtful and scary energy, but you have to be able to see the little positive things, like the fact that there's a rose on his flag, showing the purity of transformation that happens after death. This is a rebirth, Leo. Every time I see the Death card, I'm not afraid of the Death card. And the Death card is one of the most hard to interpret, but I just know that it's a purity. So you guys are coming in pure of light, and you're ready to make these transformations. A lot has died in our country. A lot has died in our individual lives. And what has died for you, Leo? What is no more? Because let's face it, you're not the same person as you were a year ago. None of you are. And if you haven't thought about that, it'll be very soon that the universe shows you everything new. So that's what you want to focus on in the Death card, is the rebirth that happens after death. And this is a Scorpio card. So we have Leo and Scorpio right next to each other. So for a small percentage of you, that could mean that you may be a Leo with a Scorpio. Maybe you have a Scorpio girlfriend or a Scorpio boyfriend. Maybe you have a Scorpio rising or a Scorpio moon. I'm not sure. This could go either way. But what I'm immediately seeing is the Leos going under a transformation. It may be a transformation. It's you, but this is the job card. So your job is showing up in this reading, Leo. So, and I'm gonna say, where are you guys working at? Because the universe is shining on you guys right now. It's very important for Leos to be happy in their life right now, because you're the North Node. And what it means to be the North Node is that the moon has a north and a south node. And the North Node is the direction that everybody naturally needs to go towards. So the universe thought way back before any of us were alive. In 2017, 18, everyone needs to be more like Leo to survive. Just like before that, they needed to be more like Virgo, and they needed to let go of the Pisces energy. Well, now everyone needs to be more like Leo and let go of the Aquarian energy. Or not necessarily let go of the Aquarian energy, but we have a tremendous amount to learn from Aquarius energy. And we only can learn that by going more towards the Leo energy. And we all need strength right now. And it's the strength is within you. Like, you guys are the ferocious king and queen lions of the jungle. So you guys just know things right now. And how are you handling that energy? There's a lot of energy, and this is the Scorpio card. So that is, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So that could be talking about Mars being in Scorpio, because the next card we have is the Ace of Wands, which is compelling you to action, Leo. Whatever you're thinking, like, this is your guys' time. I really hope that there's none of you out there wondering, oh, can I do this? Like, do I have the strength to do this? Yeah, you do. And the cards are trying to remind you of that. You have the strength. You have the you have Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. So your fulfillment and your creative decision making is at an all-time high right now. All-time high right now. So in a nutshell, I just see a lot of water and emotions and a lot of spirituality and fluidity washing over Leo right now, especially in the beginning, because this is just for the end of July. We'll dive deep in a few weeks when I do the Leo video for August, and then we'll be able to see how Virgo season is going to be setting in for you guys, right? And the end of that. But right now, we're in July, and this is a reflection of what you're going through the next couple weeks. And kind of, Leo season. So I do see that you're fulfilled and you're working hard on something, Leo. If you guys do have jobs, or if you guys do have responsibilities, which Leo is the hero. Leo is heroic. Like, you guys are ruled by the sun, And the sun, it warms things. It comes out every day, even if it's rainy and stuff like that. The sun gives us light. And that's what Leos like to do. They like to add light, optimism, and positivity everywhere they go. So you're working hard on that, because I see that you're fulfilled, and then there's Leo, and then there's some work in between that's being done. So I just feel work, like, I can feel your guys' energy right now. You're working very hard, very, 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 very hard. And at the same time, you're working hard and doing your best, because I'm sure you guys are getting energies and feelings from everywhere with all these different energies. But you know what? You guys are a fixed fire sign. So you guys are always regenerating, and you're always a stable flame, So that is amazing. That is amazing. Because I definitely see that happening for you. Like, this is such a broad reading that there's not really any key point, like, there's the key points that I have to make. Like, obviously, right in the root of your reading is, a transformation with Leo and Scorpio. So there are transformations happening in the middle. And what I'm seeing is that you have the Ace of Wands to do anything that you want to do. So you have to create your own plan now, Leo, because this is a creating plan type of energy. These people have a plan, and in this case, it's for a church window or a church decor. But not for you, Leo. You have the Ace of Wands to apply to any work that you're doing, whether it's your job, if you're working on a relationship, if you're working on yourself, which right now is a great time to do that, Leo. Right now, while you're going through all this first house energy, you really want, especially you spiritual Leos out there, you really want to take time to meditate and let all this energy come in. And I'm happy I mentioned that, because the last card that we have for you, and this reading was very straight to the point. These cards came out right in order, and this was your last one, and this is the Four of Swords. And Gemini got this card as well. So there's definitely some rest and here's that church window. So it's like, Leo, it all makes sense like a story, you have all this emotional fulfillment, and you almost don't know what to do with it. You're like feeling so empowered and so emotional and spiritual. You probably feel more fulfilled than you ever have in your entire life with this North Node. So because of that, you're creating these plans and you're working really hard on yourself, on your job, on your personal responsibilities that you have. And that is making you stronger. That is making you even more Leo, because of the Leo and the Strength card. And because of that, a transformation takes place. An entire transformation. The way that this is showing up in the cards, there is an entire transformation about to happen for you. And it's intense. You know, it's very easy to gain anxiety around these times, but you have to make sure that you are taking the time out for yourself, you know, with all this hard work. And, you know, when Leos feel fulfilled, they want to, you know, not party, but, you know, mingle and, like, you guys have fun. I don't think you're like, some of you are chill at home type of people, but you like to be optimistic. You can't keep a fire going if it's, you know, if you smother a fire, if you seclude a fire and then cut off the air of it, it'll die out, right? So you guys have to get out there, keep your fire burning, you know, and go with these transformations, go with this death and this rebirth process, because you know, the crown did fall off of that man's head. And initially in this card, that just means that no one, not even a king or queen, is above death or transformation. So even the most royal of us all go through these transformations and our crowns fall. But pick your crown back up, Leo, because you're the infinite king and queen. She doesn't have a crown. She has flowers and an infinity symbol around her head. That's not going to fall off, because flowers grow and infinity flows. So your crown's not going to fall off, Leo, as long as you relax a little bit. You've already built this beautiful church window, right? And this is you laying there. Leo rules gold, okay? And I really like that this man is laying there in solitude and in solid gold, because he has these 3 swords up ahead of, you know, hung up, which is decisions. So maybe this one of the decisions were to actually take some time for me, right? Like, you guys are heroic, so you're constantly saving and regenerating other people's passions and trying to be optimistic leaders and heroes. But make sure that you are chilling out enough so that you can keep being a Leo. Like, lions sleep a lot. Like, you should look up some videos of lions, and you should look up, they're just so chill. You know, I have Mars and Leo. Maybe that's why I'm so chill, because I could just lay in my solitude all day and just chill, and I won't feel bored, you know. So I don't need the 4 of Swords. I rest a lot, you know. And that's the thing, lions, I'm not gonna say hibernate, but they just sleep a lot in the sun. They just bask in the sun, you know. They just do what they do, and they're so majestic about it. They're so strong and courageous and prideful, you know. So if there's any Leos out there that feel like all this energy is cutting into their relaxation time, it's there. The universe is also giving you all this strength and positivity and transformations to encourage you. You know, maybe that's what's happening, is you're transforming into a person who works more on yourself and your own personal emotional fulfillments. Because maybe there's some Leos out there who have been very focused on other people, because you guys are very, very kind, and you're very, very from the heart. Leo rules the heart chakra. So everything a Leo does is out of passion in the heart. You guys are the children. Like the 5th house, that's what you guys rule, is the 5th house. It's the 5th house of children. Children play and they laugh and they grow and they transform, and children are strong. You know, they're strong enough to be who they are. They're strong enough to say what's on their mind. They're strong enough to follow their hearts. And that's what Leo represents on the zodiac wheel, is the children that come out to play. And it's just an amazing, amazing energy. And it's amazing to see Spirit validate this for you, Leo. There's a transformation happening. And as a Pisces, and as my humble self, I can feel that there's only so much I can say about this, because it's about you, Leo. This is just the pictures and the words and the spirituality for it. But there's so many of you out there, and there's so many different ways that life can play out. But as a collective energy of Leo, you guys have the power and the decision-making energy to yield your way through this personal transformation. There's no way through it. It's at the center of your destiny right now. The center of your destiny is you in strength. I mean, you in transformation, in the strength to go through that. But here's this 4 of Swords again. Be that man in gold. You know, shower yourself in light, Leo. See yourself like this. This guy, he went to a peaceful, secluded church, and he's going to sleep, and he's meditating, and he's praying in a certain sense to figure out as above, so below. Like this sword right here. You know, there's something, there's a decision that he needs to rest on. You know, he's already thought about these decisions, so much so that he hung them up, and they're pure and they're white, and they seem like they're going to be on that wall for a very long time. But then we have this sword. You know, it's the Four of Swords, and I always am drawn to the four because it's the Three of Swords, but the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a relaxation meditation card. It's almost like this, you know, you have the Strength card right in the middle of your reading, and it's like sometimes you have to have the strength, you know, to keep that strength up, and to keep that, you are a fire sign, so sometimes you have to breathe a little bit, because what does fire need? Oxygen. Like if you smother a fire, like I said, you know, it'll burn out. So make sure you're breathing very well. You rule the heart and the ribs, like the chest area. And what I mean by breathing is that spiritual breathing. You know how sometimes you just feel like you can't breathe around certain people, or you feel like so much is going on that you can't breathe? Just try to avoid those feelings, Leo, because you guys have far too much to do on a spiritual level. You guys are going through a transformation that I can barely even speak on, because it's that close to the universe. It's that important to the divine. But don't worry. I wouldn't worry at all, because it's here. You guys have the Ace of Wands. You guys have the Ace of Cups. So as far as your emotions and your creative decision making, you guys are the aces now. It's you, Leo. The North Node is in Leo. So just embody these energies as best as you can. This is what I have to tell you. This is what the Pisces Priestess has to say. You know, this is what came out for me today. This is the energy I'm picking up on. So that's what we have, Leo. This profound. I can't wait. I'm excited for you guys to go through all this transformation, and you know, after you rest, and if you make sure you rest, because that's a very key element. You know, it starts with emotional fulfillment, and it ends with the reflection of this whole journey, and it's just beautiful. Oh, and I don't want to forget to show you this. You guys had the Lovers card right at the bottom of my deck, so there could be some love generating for you guys. It's very quick energy moving in, but just be careful, Leo, because you guys are strong enough to hold this all together. Okay, I need to let you go. I need to end this video so you guys can get going and get doing what you have to do. I don't see it, Leo. I can't see you, but I can feel you. And I hope you guys have such an amazing July. Well, the end of it anyways. I hope it was amazing. I hope the end of it's amazing. I hope August is yours. August is yours. So come in hot, guys. Let's see how this works. It's a little fire right here. Oh, it doesn't work. I had like this little thing. Anyway, yeah. You guys have a great month, okay? And we're going to talk more in August where we can get some different energies going for you guys. But this is what we have right now, and it's just amazing. Enjoy that, you guys, and we will talk to you even deeper into Leo season.